Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's been a little while, man. I'm not even gonna front. Um, I think today's episode, I'm kind of gonna talk about Kendrick Lamar getting the go ahead to be the headliner and be the main person for the Super Bowl. Just announced it today. Kendrick Lamar doing the Super Bowl. I'm gonna be talking about the election. I'm gonna talk about the reparations, betrayal, if we can even call it a betrayal, the reparations co-op sabotage. But I'm gonna talk about Kendrick Lamar, what that pretty much means. So Kendrick Lamar, best rapper right now, King, Slade the Dragon, aka Drake, Dragon. It's interesting, but he slayed the dragon. He slayed the Diddy of the Z and millennial generation, who was on his way to get another 30-year career. And the millennial era was like, hell no. And we slayed the dragon and got rid of Drake once and for all. And Drake and the power dynamics behind Drake are doing all type of gymnastics, no Simone Biles, to try to change the outcome and flip things and turn things, and it's not working, and try to save his career. His career's over. So it's good. It's a good time period right now. I'm not even gonna lie. It's really good. It's good. It's just another L for that and all that means. Drake and his, how can we say, reality, basically, because under Drake's how can we say, rule, what has happened? Drake took over in the 20 teens, and what has happened to the music genre? You've had porno rap on by female artists. You've had no diversity for real. You've had mumble rappers not talking about nothing and not even rapping on beat or even sounding coherent or good. And yeah, it's been a shit show. But now with Kendrick slaying the dragon and putting things at a high octave bar wise, it's gonna take a year. It's gonna take about a year. Once this album comes in, things take some time for things to fully shift. But once the Pluto in Aquarius finally lines up, November 19th, you're going to see a whole new dynamic. And like I said, this is a great era right now. Great era. And so, with that being said, I transition into this election cycle, which is going to let me transition into the next topic, which is the reparations betrayal. But first, I'm going to talk about the election. So, 2024 election, you have Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, head to head. So, July 1st, really starting in June, when Trump and Biden debated, that spelled the end of Biden. If Biden had stayed in office, he would have got his ass mollywopped by Trump. So, in a last ditch effort by the ruling class to keep hold of things, because if Trump had won, it would have been all hell breaking loose, basically, and it would have set the stage for a potential revolution, by parties of good versus parties of evil, and the ruling class would have been in the middle of that, and they probably would have got wiped out by either the lesser faction of evil, quote unquote, or the greater good. So they had to. This was their last play. Basically, this was their last hurrah. That switcheroo that they did, where they had Biden step down, basically do a cold coup and install the person that they wanted since 2018, in Kamala, who was gonna be their pick back in 2019 if we didn't shut that shit down. That's another thing too. That's why it's good to look at the whole. It's good to look at history, because if you don't know history, then you don't know what's happening. You don't understand the play. You don't see what's gonna happen afterwards. So we're in the midst of a historical era right now. Not because, oh my God, the first black woman is about to become president, quote unquote. even though she's claims she's Indian, Asian, Jamaican, anything but black. But the real historical thing that's happening right now is we're in the middle of a party realignment. The way things are going right now, how overtly and stupidly racist the right wingers are being, they're about to lose their election. Like, just being honest, they're about to lose the election. As soon as they get with traction, because a lot of people are against illegal immigration and they're against them getting carte blanche blank checks. But the problem is they're overtly racist. They'll say one good thing and then they'll be like, yeah, and niggers need to get shot. Like, what? Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm like, what? Like, they can't even pretend their way to the election. They're just overtly being like, it's like overtly being stupid. It's like the biggest shit show. And motherless children deserve to be in a clinic. Like, what? Like, they're so stupid. It's so bad. It's so bad. They are so fucking stupid. They don't even understand how to run the play right. I'm like, nigga, it's a sweep to the left. Nah, fuck that. We're gonna do a flea flicker. I'm like, bruh, it's 3rd and 1. What you doing a flea flicker for, bro? You do a sweep. They jam the middle. You do a flea flicker. They got time to hit you when you try to flip the ball back. Like, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. I'm just being honest. It's been bad. So it's just it's just bad. And they're so bad. They mask just how bad the left wingers have been. Like, without the Republicans being around, people would be able to focus on how bad the Democratic Party has been, because the right wingers are so overtly racist and anti-black and all that other dumbass shit they on. It hides the left wing. It hides the Democratic Party. They're able to, hey, y'all sure? Because look, we got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre here. Meanwhile, Democrats hit you with a death of 1,000 cuts. I'm like, yeah, I know Texas Chainsaw Massacre is there. I could dodge his bitch ass. Okay, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Swerve your little stupid ass. Trip your little dumb ass. That's easy work. But when you a homie trying to be my friend, but yet you cutting me and I don't notice it. Wait, what the fuck? What was that? Oh, it must be a fly. Now I'm 700 cuts in and I'm bleeding out. I'm like, that's what the Democrats are. What the fuck? That's what they are. That's what they are. And it hides that. That's why it's good that once this election happens and the right wingers, since they've been so fucking retarded, once they lose and they collapse, let me just be honest, either party that loses this time is on the verge of collapse. If the Democrats lose this time, they're going to collapse, because that vacuum that's being taken out by black people basically moving out of their party is going to implode on itself, because we're the base. Without a base, you fall into the abyss. And so right now, we're in the midst of a party realignment. There's 3 things happening all at once. The traditional establishment Republicans are moving towards the Democratic Party. The black people have become revolutionary and are moving to the left. They haven't formulated anything, but they need to organize, and we need to get our own political party. The Republican Party has become more fascist, and now it's on the verge of collapsing, because you can't win no elections like that. So, and that's what's happening right now. So you're seeing 3 things happen at once in the midst of everything. So, but based upon the plays that's been going on, the momentum that's been happening, and the dumbness of the right wingers, by default, unfortunately, Kamala's probably going to win. But this is a great opportunity for those of goodwill to step out of the shadow and put in real work. It's time for us to start our own political party. If we talk about reparations, you saw what happened in California. There goes the 3rd transition right now. You saw what just happened in California when the reparations was on the table. It was about to get passed at the dead of night. Gavin Newsom and the Boule Democratic Black Caucus sellout class decided to hit him with a whammy bammy and show out and basically do the 2-step, like, and sell out to the black people in their faces, like what we saw with that old nigga from California. I don't even remember dude's name. He over here, yeah. And he basically is selling out, basically saying like, y'all can't do nothing to me, basically. I'm like, yeah, we can, bro. You're about to get voted out, and not just voted out. We're going to now create our own thing, and that's going to make sure that we take power. We don't need to go through no middleman no more. We don't need to be part of no Republican Party or no Democratic Party. We need to create our own independent party that has our own interest, that houses what we want: reparations, high wage economy, universal income, social safety net, economic bill of rights, end of imperial wars, anti-black hate crime bill, protection, like just a whole panorama. Like, yeah, end of imperial wars, a truth commission, truth moratorium, just all of it, everything that you've been hearing forever, all of the greatest greatness. And so this transitions into my last talking point, which is about what happened in California, the great betrayal, basically, or the great sabotage. I'm not gonna call it betrayal because like what other people have talked about. They said betrayal means that at one point they were friends and then they flipped and were enemies. No, they always were gonna do that. They just were stalling for time and trying to find a way to finesse and destroy the bill. But now we see it, or those who are watching it are seeing it full front and center. Now this sets up the wave of, we're going to remove ourselves from the Democratic Party right now and create our own party. That's the play right now, and run our own candidates that have our own party platform as their front and center thing that they're going to do and enact. No more going to the middleman no more. Well, if we just wait it out, no. We need to not wait it out. This ain't in bet. You can't just hold the ball and shit and run out the clock. What the fuck? You're gonna get a shot clock violation. You know what I'm saying? No, we gotta play the game, but we can't play for a team that's gonna sabotage us. We can have our own team. What the hell? Create your own team, put your team together, and we can start beating other teams' asses. What the hell? That's what we do. That's the play right now. Create our own team and win. Start hitting threes like Curry. Start dunking like LeBron. Start shooting mid-ranges like KD. Start crossing over like AI and Curry and Kyrie and all of that. Post moves like Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, being a power forward enthusiast dominator like Tim Duncan and KG, and Chris Webber and Rasheed Wallace and Jermaine O'Neal and all that. And be a two guard like Kobe, work ethic like Kobe, That's what time it is right now. And just be transcendent and the greatest like Jordan. Like, that's where we're at right now. That's where we're moving to. And that's the play right now. We keep on pushing, we keep on calling out both sides, but we start making our own moves. Not just playing defense. You can't just win by playing defense. You gotta get on offense too. Offense and defense. And have some special teams as well. So that's the play right now, man. That's the play. I feel good about us right now. That's another thing too. I be hearing too much pessimistic shit. I'm like, woe is me. What can we do? We ain't even get started yet. That's the thing. We haven't even gotten started yet. We ain't started no party. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna toe to toe with the ruling class directly yet. Like, you start having pessimism when you have finally actually done shit and it didn't work. We haven't even gotten started and everybody's freaking out. That should let you know. We didn't even do nothing. And honestly, in 2019, we are the reason why they did the pandemic in the first place. Because they were fearing our rise. So they had to shut down the world. Yeah, we know it's along with Trump and other things. But that was the main play. That's what stunned them. That they couldn't run that Obama play again. But this time with Obama in a skirt. That's the real reason. So look at that as things that we can do when we really are putting forth action, when we are consistent, when we are determined, when we are organized, when we put up for leadership, program, a strategy, and a never say die attitude. So, boom. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about that. And kind of K-Dot being part of the Super Bowl thing kind of confirms Kamala winning in my eyes. Because that kind of makes it seem like, oh, okay, yeah, they're going to make it like, oh, the Super Bowl is going to be, yeah, the black greatness and the black women and now the antithesis of black culture with Kendrick. They're going to try to morph that together with Kamala winning. So that just kind of confirmed it. That's why I also wanted to talk about the Super Bowl, because that kind of confirms it for me that, okay, they're not going to move in the direction of Trump. They were when it was Biden, but then they're going to move with Kamala now. They think they can run the play better under Kamala, which they can, actually, because there's too many people who haven't been debriefed yet. There's too many people who still think Obama was good. And that's what I'm saying, but they don't understand, they don't know, they don't get it, they haven't been debriefed, and there's still a lot of people who are under the misinformation, the miseducation campaign that the media has put forth for a long time. So, but yeah, but I thank y'all for watching. I'm glad I could consistently do these because I really enjoy this. And please share, like, subscribe, and put everybody else on to this, because I want this to be a mainstay. I want this to be something I can make my livelihood off of, instead of doing things that I enjoy. I enjoy teaching and helping the kids and helping adults and being a teacher and stuff like that. But I definitely want to do this, where I can do this full time and make this a career. So, trying to get monetized and all that. So, I just want to keep it like that. But like, share, subscribe, and yeah, keep this junk going. And I feel good about everything that's happening right now, because it's our time right now. It really is. It's our time. Reparations, protection bill, anti-black hate crime bill. We get these things on our way, and then of course the full set economy. Raising the minimum wage to a living wage, universal income, all of the economic bill of rights that FDR was going to propose, and the Great Society that JFK and LBJ were trying to enact, and MLK as well. So these, yes, right to a house, right to a transportation, leisure time, right to live, basically. So look for that. And of course, for those that say, hey, how are we gonna pay for this, and this is gonna be a huge and all this other dumbass shit. 1% Wall Street sales tax, because the Wall Street banksters don't pay any taxes on their buying and selling, and using the Federal Reserve not just for the banksters and hedge fund hyenas who get trillions with quantitative easing and all the other bailouts that they always get, and welfare check handouts that they get. But now that money going towards those who are owed it, which is those descendants of slaves, foundational black Americans. Boom, there you go, us. So that's how you pay for it. 1% Wall Street sales tax and the Federal Reserve. And whammy bammy. And not only do you then expose the ruling class's hand, you then also put their siphon off their power, and now that power goes to us. That's another reason why they trying to stall off of it, because they know they need us where we are. Just like when we was watching Bug's Life, the grasshoppers needed the ants, not the ants need the grasshoppers. They need us. Without us, so much shit that you don't have. Don't ever let nobody lie to you and tell you, well, you guys aren't nothing, and So if we're nothing, why you make it such a priority for us to believe that we our that our ants, quote unquote, that we are insignificant. If we're nothing, you won't even put no. It'll just be natural for us to be at the bottom. No, that means we're something, and that something is beyond what we can even imagine. Basically, and they know. They came our birthright, rightful rulers of this nation, rightful rulers of the planet. And that's real. So, boom. So, like, share, subscribe, and hey, I'll see you on the next video. I don't know when the next one's coming, but I'll see you on the next one.